Hey everybody, welcome to episode 120 of the Rise or Die podcast, 90-Day Challenge. So if you've been listening to the Rise or Die podcast or watching it for any length of time, you've probably heard me reference that every 90 days I set new challenges for myself across body, being, balance, and business. Not just one area, but all four. Now, tomorrow is the start of a new 90-day challenge for me. The day before, I'm super pumped, super excited. I'm ready to go because of all of my ambitious targets. Notice I say targets, not goals. I forget what episode number that is, but I recommend that you go way back and listen to it. Anyways, I set these big-ass 90-day targets across body, being, balance, and business. And then ask me 60 days in, and I'm going to throw my hands up in the air and say, holy shit, why did I do this? I'll remember, and then I'll finish it out. That's typically how the cycle goes. You start up top, go down low, and then you feel like $1 million when you're done. Now, why do I do these 90-day challenges? Well, it's really easy. I condense a year's worth of progress, sometimes even more, into 90 days. I do that by simplifying absolutely everything that I do. I simplify, okay, what does expansion mean across the next 90 days in body? What does it mean in balance, of course, being, and then business? Each of these four areas, I set one target across each. It's one domino that pushes me further ahead than I otherwise would be because I'm very intentional and I simplify everything that I'm doing. Some of my 90-day challenges have been, for example, getting X amount of stripes in jiu-jitsu. Some of them have been take my wife on 12 dates. 90 days is about 12 weeks or so. I've done challenges pertaining to reading the Bible. I've done challenges pertaining to how much money I'm going to make. Well, just to put it into a little bit of context, tomorrow when my new challenge starts, I'm here in Antigua, Guatemala. I'm actually filming this. It's raining. It was going to be a lot prettier background than this. But I'm filming this in Antigua, Guatemala, where I don't have jiu-jitsu, I don't have the gym, I don't have a lot of things that I otherwise would. What I do have is a whole lot of walking. In the next 90 days, I'm going to walk/run 1.35 million steps. I'm declaring this to you so that I actually have to get this shit done. I declare these targets to my team and to my wife, which is kind of synonymous, so that I have to do these things. Otherwise, I'm a hypocrite or a liar. So in the next 90 days, that's what I'll do in body. In business, for those of you guys that have been watching for any length of time, you know that I'm in a stupid amount of debt. I had a lot of financial success at 19, 20, 21 years old, and I gave it all up so that I could start to fix and repair where I was lacking across body, being, and balance. Well, I'm on my way, I'm expanding in those areas, but now it's time to go back and rectify business. In 90 days, I will be $100,000 out of debt. I'm currently in roughly, give or take, $100K in debt. It will all be gone in 90 days. I can guarantee you that. More likely 30, but I'll put 90 days on it. I have a couple things in place that will help me get there, and I have a team that can support me. But that's the key thing. I don't just set 90-day targets and keep them to myself. I focus on expansion, which requires accountability. Even if it's just face value, right? Even if you don't have someone harping down your neck every single day, hey, you need to get this shit done, where are you at? I already do that kind of to myself. But I need to save face with everyone that I just told, hey, I'm going to walk 1.35 million steps. That's 15,000 steps a day. It equates to, let's call it 9 miles or so, give or take a little bit. Hey, in 90 days, I'm going to be $100,000 out of debt. I'm actually shooting for 30, but if I fail, great, I have 90 days. Talk about saving embarrassment if I was to just keep that to myself. But the problem is I would also not be able to use that embarrassment as fuel. Now, I do this across body, being, balance, and business. I gave you both body and I gave you business. The reason that I do this is, number one, to simplify everything. But number two, I have faster expansion than anyone around me that doesn't operate in a challenge-based lifestyle. Challenge-based lifestyle meaning every 90 days. Sometimes I do 30 for a quick sprint, but I found that 90 is perfect. People don't follow New Year's resolutions because it's way too long, it's way too broad, it's not specific, it's not simple, and there's no accountability. And in fact, you're expected to fail. I do 90-day challenges, but I do the equivalent of what most do in a year. Not because I'm special, but because I'm committed. I simplify shit. And again, embarrassment. I use that as fuel on the fire. So across body, being, balance, and business, where do you need to focus on setting targets in every 90 days, right? So we all have something that we need to set for body, being, balance, and business. Do you need to take your wife on 12 dates? Do you need to pray or meditate X amount of minutes in the next 90 days? Find one area, just one, across body, being, balance, and business. Don't, for example, put, okay, in business I need to find a new job, make $1 million, and go on a 30-day vacation. It's not going to happen. Make it simple, commit to it, and get that shit done. Write it down. That's it for episode 120, 90-day challenge. Of course, as always, I'll talk to you tomorrow for episode 121.